Hey everybody, welcome to my car. I got the Prius doing 50 miles a gallon, and we're heading today on a little field trip with the Vegan Athlete to go see my friend SHAMUS, because my friend SHAMUS is the man. And he's taught me a lot about gardening, and he's doing some pretty incredible things in the Phoenix area. And SHAMUS has finally got some incredible land that he's turning into a food forest experience, and he's also hooking folks up locally with edible fruit trees and more. And we're pulling up to the property right here. If the camera can look forward, you guys will see how we're pulling in right now to the SHAMUS land. And right when you first pull in, we have some beautiful clouds here today. What you're seeing right now is a pile of wood chips and mango trees all behind him. There's this beautiful little like red barn farm that's out there. And to the right, as I turn, he's got a whole row of bamboo. He's creating a whole hedge of bamboo out there. And I am so proud of my friend SHAMUS. I think that, you know, he knows personally that we're friends and we've both been through a lot in the last few years. And I'm just pulling in here for the first time since SHAMUS and I walked the property before he actually bought this property. He walked me out here in secret, told me what he was doing, and I was really excited that he got this land, and it looked kind of like a nice lot that had flood irrigation that time had forgot. There was some, you know, abandoned stuff on there, and I'm coming back now, several months later. I haven't seen his progress, and I'm really effing impressed with my friend. He is doing so good, and I'm so jealous of him that he's got his land. I've always wanted my own land since I've been 15 years old, and I first saw this Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman movie called Far and Away. I've always wanted my land, and I've always wanted to have my land be a food forest and garden on my land, and my friend SHAMUS beat me to it. You know, he's older and wiser than I am, so he's doing so great. And I'm excited to get out of this car right now and go out here and see what he's doing and bring you guys along for the ride. So let's go. This place looks incredible.
Thank you.
And you brought me out here when you were first looking to buy this place, just to kind of show it off a little bit, and you've done so much here since then.
Thank you.
Just a few months. Talk about first, what about the windbreak going around the property with bamboo? Why is that important, and why did you do that?
Well, the number one reason I enjoy bamboo,
Yeah.
it brings me peace. I like to hear it moving in the wind, and I like to look at it. After that, we will propagate it because we do sell bamboo as well. Third, it acts as a windbreak on the north side of the property. So when that bamboo fills in, it gets to 50 foot and it'll grow dense in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yep.
It'll cut down on 25% of the wind. So eventually the entire property is going to be lined in some type of vegetation. The south side of the property is going to be lined in mulberry. The west side of the property is going to be lined in sugarcane and possibly some pines or some more bamboo. And then the east side of the property already has some large mature pecans on it, and we might do oleander or something along those lines.
Well, today we're just doing a couple of videos quick before dark, but I got to come back out here before I leave in May to really cover everything you're doing here, because name some of the unique things you're doing here. You're selling fruit trees, you're planting fruit trees, but you're also selling and making your own compost, worm castings,
mulch, soil, all that business. So anything that you need to support these trees and make them healthy and grow and produce, we have on site here.
Okay, I'm gonna title this video right now, How to Grow Avocado Trees in the Desert. Okay? People all wanna grow avocado trees, but I usually tell them there's a few other trees you wanna plant and prove yourself with first before avocados, and then once you can do a mulberry or a pecan or whatever, go to avocado. Is that true, or what would you say to people out there who want to grow avocados in Arizona, California, whatever?
Well, if you're capable of following instructions, you could go right to an avocado.
So speak to that. If they come here and get one from you, you have different varieties of avocado, and you will give them the instructions that will make them successful if they obey your instructions.
Well, I don't know about all that.
Or if they listen to your instructions.
They will get the instructions.
Okay.
Yes, if they buy a tree, or that also is on our website at greenlifebyshamusoleary.com. It's also on our Facebook group, Living the Green Life.
Okay.
So you can find the information anywhere.
I'll put those links down below. Maybe in this video you'll give us some of the highlights. What are some of the instructions you would tell somebody if they were going to plant their first avocado?
The bullet points are understand your microclimates.
What does that mean?
understand where the hot and cold part of your yards are. The full sun, partial shade, more wind, less wind.
So you got a big lot. Don't just put it out in the middle because it looks good there.
Avocados are not landscape trees. Avocados need to go where they want to go, not where you want the tree. So if you were starting with a blank slate and you wanted to plant an avocado tree today, I would recommend, if at all possible, somewhere on the east side of something larger, whether it's a structure or a larger tree, so they can get morning sun, afternoon shade. Also, 80% shade fabric the first 2 summers, which for us, summer is April 1st up through mid-October.
So shade it.
Shade fabric top and sides.
So it goes from the top all the way down.
And sides.
We've done videos about this.
We have done.
People forget.
We've done many videos.
They don't see it.
So, 80% shade fabric top and sides. You can buy 80% shade fabric at Arizona Bag Company. They're at 25th Avenue in Buckeye. They're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30.
And if you want to do it the natural way, you can give it a parent tree.
You can, and wait a few years for things to grow, but nobody wants to wait. So you don't have to wait, but you could plant those today and then plant a lot of vegetation right around them. So fast-growing shrubs are going to cut down on the sun, cool the ground, keep the root zone warm. Lemongrass, vetiver grass, landscape type plants like the Tacoma bells and honeysuckles and things of that nature. Castor, sugarcane, bamboo, bananas, anything that's going to grow fast and take the sun and act as a shield for the avocado.
Put those in the ground too.
Yeah, put them right around the tree. So if you plant the tree here, put a ring of vegetation right around it. You can prune that stuff back later.
Like insulate it.
Yeah, definitely.
Protect it.
Definitely, 100%. And then follow the instructions we give you
as far as
on proper watering,
and
proper feeding. Avocados are actually fast-growing plants,
so they need
like
food.
A lot of food. Planting it, giving it a little bit of compost and water is not enough. It's not enough. Avocados require a lot of food, so give them what's necessary. Help shade them from the sun. Our Air Vipa avocados are okay with our winters. You don't need to do anything with them in the winter.
They actually are pretty cold tolerant.
They are. They're the most cold tolerant avocado that I've come across so far.
But if you don't put that shade fabric on them, they're going to go in the shop.
Yep. The first 2 summers, they need a lot of shade.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're generally good to go. Wind's really not the issue.
Okay.
It's the shade.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll take the heat. They'll take the cold. They need shade.
And part of what can also help to shade the roots is the whole bunch of mulch you need to use.
12 inches of mulch around the trees. No rock.
No pool deck.
No pool deck. None of that funny business. So mulch coming out at least 3 foot off center of the tree, if not further.
More.
12 inches deep.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to reapply that 2 or 3 times throughout the year because the worms are going to eat that and turn that into compost and humus.
Cool. Now the other thing is with this Air Vipa avocado, there's a story behind it, and people want to know, where does the Air Vipa avocado come from? And number one question I get is, who's actually eating the fruit, and what does it taste like, and what does the fruit look like? Well,
actually, we have Doug Jones right here, and Doug can tell us about eating the fruit itself and also the story behind it, because Doug actually turned me onto the tree. About 10 years ago, we went to look at the mother tree.
Yeah.
So he's friends with the family that owns the property where the mother tree is, so he can give you a little bit better story than I can.
Well, I'll post a video up in the corner and down below of us going to the mother tree, but let's go find this Doug Jones and ask him what knowledge he has.